Can women make a video and the photos and put on social media? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I have really talked about like several times, but I'm just going to repeat that same thing again and again so people can understand. For our sisters, it is haram to take a photos of themselves, taking their selfies and taking a useless photos, making a videos, commenting, saying something on a video, and then posting on a social media like on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, and I'm sure there's a lot of big platform out there for the social medias. So for especially for the sisters, this is totally against Allah, and this is totally against the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, because if I ask the sisters to stop doing that, and usually we get the common answer that my heart is clean and I love Allah and the life of Prophet. But let me come to understand something. When you say you love Allah, when you say you love the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when you love someone, you show it by the actions. We shouldn't, it's not because saying and doing an action, it's something different. That's called the nifaq in the heart. That's called the munafiq. Munafiq is something like you have something in your heart, but your actions are non-Islamic. So those sisters who make up, who does the makeup, who does not do hijab, and posting their images and posting their videos, this is totally an extremely haram. This is an extreme haram. This is not just a haram, but I would call this an extreme haram, because this causing a fitna, because what happens, like the shaitan is forcing you to do that. Then because of the sisters, so many brothers are getting sinned by looking at the photo. So how many thousands of eyes are watching to that sister, they're getting sinned, because the Quran says that the woman should be in the hijab, and the hijab, it should be covered. Hijab is not something like an open candy that anybody can just go and buy. The candy should be covered. The sisters are supposed to be covered with the hijab and should not be exposing themselves. Now look at the woman though does the hijab and who does the makeup and who just posting their images. Compare both of them, and I hope Allah give them hidayah and Allah opens their heart so they will understand the difference between them and the one who does the hijab for the sake of Allah, for the sake of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And those who are saying I love Allah and I love the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, they're putting the haram makeup on, they're doing the haram hijab, they're doing the everything haram, they're putting the photos on a YouTube, and they're making videos and vlogs and posting their images on Facebook. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Why do you do that? For what? The answer is I like it. So that's something like when Allah says La ilaha illallah, oh Allah, I submit my likes to your likes. So my likes is ended. So that's like you're obeying your nafs, and your nafs is a shaitan. He is causing you to do something which is fahash, which is haram, because in Surah An-Nur verse number 19, where Allah says those people who promote haram, they're going to pay in the world, and also they're going to pay in the Akhirah. So they're going to be severely punishment. And because of this fitna shaitan from shaitan, it starts from inside the sisters. Now the nafs is causing them to put their images and put their videos on a Facebook. And what happens, like how many brothers are watching on the internet, and this is something, another problem. When the sisters are putting their images, posting their images on the Facebook, and all those disgusting shameless brothers who are saying mashallah, you look good, you look mashallah, subhanallah, this is terrible. I see none of them, the comments, is anybody saying the sister, this is what you're doing, this is haram, and this is against Allah, and this is against the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then you say you love Allah, then you say you love the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So stop doing that. So somebody needs to step ahead, tell them to stop, this is haram, stop that. You need to shut down their account, do whatever you want to do, remove the images because of you. Because what happens, like this hadith when the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, when a woman walks out of the house, the shaitan goes with them, and when she wears the makeup on and the perfume on, and how many eyes being watching that sister, they're also getting sinned. So because of this one sister, shaitan distract her, causing her nafs. The shaitan force the sister from inside. You do this because you like it. You look yourself into the mirror. You look beautiful, mashallah. Why you need to hide yourself into the burqa, into the veil? You don't need to look at you. Look, have a side pose. Look at you, make selfies, and make your selfies, and you look beautiful. You can just walk like that, and you must be looking like a very beautiful Muslim woman to expose your religion. That religion women are so beautiful. This is how shaitan decepting the sister. If you really love Allah, if you really love the Prophet ﷺ, if you are a Muslim sister, then you need to be in the veil and not should be exposing yourself on the Facebook, on the YouTube, and saying something, make a recordings, anything. You are not supposed to do that, because you are the slave of Allah and you are the slave of the Prophet ﷺ, and you need to adopt the life of from the Sahabiyas, not something the Western culture. Not supposed to be like something like a non-Muslim woman. You have to be very covered, because of you there's so many, not even one eye, not even one brother, not even two brother, Muslims and the non-Muslims, all the eyes are looking at you, and you are getting everybody's sins on your head, and your sinning level is being increasing, because you causing a fitna, and because of you so many eyes are doing haram.